Well, hello everyone. I made it a little bit late, 5 minutes late. I'm trying to figure out what was going on. Let me go turn off this light back here. That might help a little bit. I sure hope some people show up. I hope that's a little better. My gosh. Hey Tommy, how you doing, man? Can you hear me okay? Hello? 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 Okay. Well, I'm glad I knew you'd show up. Man, I know this boy, this looks terrible. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'd shut that off. Does that help any? God, that's even worse. I wished I could fix that light. This is terrible. Maybe I move a little bit and get it there. Maybe get it like behind me a little bit. uh, does that help any at all? Uh, I sure hope not, man. I announced this and I know at least 250, 300 people know. Uh, and I can't, out of 2,700 new subscribers, I'll be really surprised if somebody don't show up. But this really sucks, you know. Uh, well, I hope I was a little bit late trying to. What I was trying to figure out is I was hearing that if when he's trying to do a live stream, the uh, the thing would go to portrait instead of landscape, and it looked terrible, you know. But I guess that's only if you're using your phone. I wish this color had straightened out. Keeps changing. YouTube, the connection isn't so good. I should have just used my hotspot instead of trying to use a hotel video web Wi-Fi, I guess. it's it's showing up there. There's three people, but I don't see three people. I only see one. Yeah, I have a TV on. Maybe I should shut that off. Let me shut it off. Ah, you were right. It was it making color in the back. It's showing there's three people on here and there's only two of us. So I'd like to know where that third one is. I sure hope somebody shows up. I was trying to figure out how because they was saying the live stream was all messed up. Yeah, I shut the TV off, so I think you was right about that one. Hold on, I'll be right back. I know if everybody saw me drinking a beer, they'd give me all kinds of problems, but my doctor said I could have 3 a day. Now it's showing there's four people on here. What the heck? Where are they? What am I doing wrong? Oh, hey, Rachel. What is that? Jane, Rachel, Rachel. Oh, from Australia, from down under. My God, what time is it there? I was hoping I'd get some people on the East Coast and Central Time and the West Coast, and here's somebody all the way from Queensland. How about that, Tommy? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that could be. Well, hi, Rachel Jane. It's 10:10 Thursday morning. Oh, wow. Well, that's pretty cool. I know if I do something at 6 o'clock, it'll be morning in Australia. Wow, isn't that something? I can't believe I have all these subscribers now from Australia, the UK, South Africa, everywhere. They're all over the world, you know. And did you get on my channel uh, by watching that story about little Fabiola? Yeah, but the good news is I don't know if you saw my uh, last video I put up yesterday. Uh, he Lalo Castrillo was sentenced yesterday to life in prison. And it's not going to be pleasant there for him because I know those inmates, they don't like guys that hurt kids. So he's going to be in big trouble in there and then he's going to go to hell. So he's going to pay twice for what he did. So now I hope she can rest. Well, we got 5 it's showing on there. Maybe they'll get on and start chatting. Hope they are. I asked Misty from Misty's Life. Yeah, yeah, no kidding, Tommy. Yeah, I'm not going to repeat that one. I was hoping some people would get on and start sharing some. Maybe I've had a lot of comments with people that have had some really strange things going on. I have a gentleman in Maui that has some really interesting things going on. I'm trying to work something out with him so we can set up a live stream with a like a split screen somehow. I don't know how to do that, or I might have to do a split screen. Oh, hey, Paul Larson from Sierra Vista, Arizona. I've been there. My wife and I got married in Tombstone. We dressed up, in the period clothing. Hi, Susan. Yeah, we dressed up in the period clothing and we got married there in the gazebo and the guys that put on the show, of Doc Holliday and all that. Doc Holliday was my best man, and it was the whole town thought we was part of the show, so it turned out really good. Hey, I feel like, yeah, no kidding, isn't that something? Yeah, I'm really hoping that strange things are happening. A lot of strange things, but I was saying about those. Oh yeah, you don't do Halloween there? I thought that was a worldwide thing. Yeah, this guy was telling me some really cool stuff, the guy in Maui, and then I had a gentleman tell me a really good story uh, about his house, Yeah, I'm gonna try to get some of that. Yeah, Doc Holliday. Yeah, yeah. He was a actor that played Doc Holliday over there in their gunfights and stuff, and it was pretty cool. Well, we're getting more and more showing up, Tommy. This one I don't think was a bust. I think these are great, for people that have subscribed because it gives everybody a chance to make friends. You start talking to people from everywhere. I have a bunch of creators that I follow, like Deborah Dickinson. She has a huge following, and they always have great live streams. Yeah, Modern Pen Pal. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I was telling Tommy, if y'all see me drinking my beer, the doctor said I could have 3 a day. So I'm kind of like one of the guys I watch. That's what he drinks every day. I'm really surprised to have people in the States aren't showing up, and people from Australia did. So, and the UK, crazy. I wish this. I wish the picture was better. Is it lagging pretty bad or? Well, that's crazy, that you're getting a good video all the way on the other side of the world. If I had one place that I really would have ever liked to gone, it would have been Australia and Ireland, because that's where my family's heritage is. Oh, really? They died in 1910, and 1910 was when my dad was born. That's a quite a while ago. Oh, really? Yeah. Whereabouts in Ireland? I'll tell you this story. This guy was telling me that he bought a Belfast. Oh, okay. My family's from County Cork. The This guy was telling me he bought this house, and a young girl had drowned in the swimming pool, and his wife got down. Oh, hi, Ruth Lee, another new person. Hi, how are you? You're from West Yorkshire? Man, look at this. All these people coming in from Tommy. You're the only one from the States, guy. Yeah, this guy said he bought this house, and a young girl had drowned in the swimming pool, and his wife got real ill, and 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 she saw this girl and was talking to her and was telling her husband all about this little girl that would sit on her bed and visit with her, and it wasn't very long that she passed away. And then he had an elderly brother move in with him and was staying in the same room, and he was in really bad health, and his brother started asking him, "Who's that little girl that comes in and sits on my bed and visits with me?" He said, "I really like talking to her." And it wasn't long before he passed away. So, I think there's some strange stuff happens in this world, and people they just don't know. Nobody knows the answer. Everybody thinks they do, but I watch a lot of the uh, NDE videos and uh, things like that. That you know, it happens so much that I'm fine, Patrick. It's 1:20 a.m. in the morning. Wow. That's why I didn't expect people from the UK and everything to tune in. I thought it was going to be early morning. Yeah. Well, my dad was told me about my grandmother. She died very young. Uh, my dad's little brother, my uncle Bob, was only 7 years old, and she was in the hospital, and my granddad, my mother, I mean my granddad, my father, and my aunts were in there in her room, and she was very concerned about laying down the law how they was going to raise my uncle Bob because he was just 7, and she knew she was dying, and my dad said she was looking at something up like at the ceiling, and she said, "No, I'm not ready to go yet." And she kept on with her, you know, laying down the law until she was done when saying what she had to say. And then she looked back up there and says, "Okay, I'm ready to go now." And she was gone. And that happened in front of the entire family. Things like that, you can't make them up. Hey, Deanna from Pennsylvania, glad you could show up. Glad to have you. A lot of nice people on here. A bunch from uh, Australia, the UK. You guys are going to make a lot of new friends with these live feeds, live streams. Oh, your dad's family. I see up there, Tommy Ranch. Your dad's family lived in County Cork. I'll be darned, man. That is a strange. That I mean, small world. Boy, I'm so glad that we have people. How long do you think? I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Should we let this run a half an hour or an hour? It's up to you guys. Yeah, Susan, that where you said that you see nurses that have seen patients talking to people. Hospice nurses see that a lot. Well, I'm glad you came, Susan. An aunt that Deanna had an aunt that lived in Surprise, Nevada. How far from you? God, I've never been to Surprise. It can't be that terrible far. Yeah, well, you'd have to go across the whole state of Nevada, I guess. I mean, the state of Arizona. Oh, we got somebody else here. Irene. I'm sorry, I don't want to butcher your last name, but you're from Northwest New Jersey. Welcome to my channel. I'm glad you're here. Well, thanks, Susan. I'm so glad you came, and I take care of that puppy dog. I was hoping Misty would show up. I invited her, but she sounded a little down a couple days ago. Well, thanks, Rachel Jane, for coming. It was nice talking to you. Hope you keep watching my videos. I'll try to keep them coming. I want to do some interviews with some of these people with these great stories. I never really figured that I'd get that kind of a response. I didn't know that video was going to go viral like it did. I just thought it was a story that people needed to hear, and it was since it's right across the street from my house, and close to home, I thought I should tell it. Her name's Lucy. Rick. Oh, Ricky Arnez. I didn't know passed away a few weeks ago. Gosh, I didn't know that. That's news. Yeah, I watched I Love Lucy all the time. Bye, Susan. Have a great rest of your evening or day or whatever time it is there. Oh, Lucy and Ricky are your dog's names? Oh, that's cool. Oh, it's your dog that passed away. Ricky? Is that what you were saying? Lucy's your dog and Ricky passed away? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I apologize for the ads, but that's how YouTube pays me. And I'm so sorry, Susan, about that. It's hard to lose a pet. I have a I have a YouTube creator that I follow that lost his dog Blanca, and he'd had her for, man, I bet he had her 15, 16 years. She was everything to him, and it was hard on him. Well, thank you, Susan. Ruth Lee. Hi, Ruth Lee. Just catching up on you. Enjoy your cooking. Oh yeah, I was hoping somebody liked cooking because that's my next favorite thing to do. Wow. I bet you have some stories you could tell, Ruth. I'd love to do interviews with people that have great stories, you know? Oh, that's a good one, Tommy. Yeah, she needs two more dogs, Fred and Ethel. Then she had the whole group. Well, this worked out a lot better than my first live stream, huh, Tommy? I think people see us doing this and they'll start joining in more. I think some people are a little shy or something. Kind of glad it is a little slower though. But like I say, and I apologize for the ads if they're popping up because I don't see them. And but uh, but I don't ask my subscribers for anything, and the way that I get compensated is from YouTube and their advertising, just like a TV station, I guess. I know it's a little aggravating, but I think most of them you can skip. You can just hit that skip thing. Where are you from, Ruth Lee? West Yorkshire. Look at that, Tommy. Can you believe that? Wow, from West Yorkshire. Ruth Lee says, cheeky. Hey, Tommy, I put my email address in my video description. You need to email me. I think I might have an idea for you, something that might help you on your channel. Hey, everybody on here, uh, I forgot to tell everybody. Tommy Rants RV has a channel, and he's a pretty interesting guy. You need to go over and subscribe to his channel. I'm really surprised. I asked Geezer to show up, and he didn't show up. Tommy and Misty didn't show up. Oh man, that'd be cool if you came, Tommy, because I just got a couple little things I got to do to my RV, but we could go hang out for a few days. And you're gonna bring your casita. Yeah, I think those little casitas are just the ideal thing for one person, and you don't have to have a huge vehicle that's a gas hog to pull them. Well, thank you, Deanna, for showing up, for coming and chatting with everybody. I appreciate you very much, and thanks for subscribing to my channel and supporting my channel. You have a great rest of your evening if that means you're leaving. Somebody else just joined us because we was sitting at 7 and somebody else just joined in, but I haven't seen them comment yet. Charles, are you the one that told me about the little girl in your house? He, if Charles, if you're the one that told me about the little girl, uh, yeah, let's hear it straight from well, I'm glad you made it. Let's hear it straight from you. I was trying to summarize it a bit, but it was so interesting that I know people want to hear about it. If you can, yeah, see, Deanna was going to leave. I think she's going to stay for this. If you could get that story on here somehow, Charles, I think everybody appreciate it. This is funny doing this in this room. I'm sure that people are going, I know he's in there by himself. Who the heck's he talking to? I bet Charles is typing. I bet he's keyboarding. We just had somebody else join us. We're up to 10 now. I don't know who it is, but somebody else just joined in. See if they comment and tell us who they are. You got everybody in suspense, Charles? Ah, take your time. We're going to be here another 30 minutes. I'm going to keep this going an hour because we still got people tuning in. We got to 10 and it dropped off and it's back. I don't know. Whoever joined in, type in a chat so we know who you are. Oh, I appreciate that, Deanna. That helps too. Those likes, people don't realize those likes just it drives the more likes you get, it drives you up on the algorithm, and you get better exposure and more people see you. So I appreciate you telling everybody that, Deanna. You know, whoever was the 10th one, he just left. Whoever it was left. I guess we're not keeping them entertained enough. Or maybe they think the picture's too bad. Wow. If, if you could email me, Charles, like I was telling Tommy, my email is in the description of my videos. So if you could email me, we could maybe figure out. I have a computer geek that lives across the street, and maybe we could figure out how to do an interview, like a Zoom meeting, and you could maybe show some of that stuff on there. That'd be really cool. I know people would want to see it. Yeah, I know that, Tommy. And and this is really my first one with all the subscribers. And I have to figure out how all these creators post it ahead of time like a big thing. And I just don't know how to do that. I'm like Charles. I don't type fast, and everything I know about a computer I taught myself, only because I had to. Oh man, you got a cemetery across the street? Wow. Because I live across the street from the cemetery. So I heard a real funny story. It was like the guy said that he was walking by the cemetery, and there was two little girls that uh, they was acting kind of they was acting like they was really kind of nervous about walking past the cemetery, and they asked him. He said, "Mister, could you walk with us past here? We're scared. We're scared to walk past the cemetery." And he says, "Sure, I'll walk with you." And then when they was walking, he goes, "I used to be scared to walk past here too before I died." You can imagine what all the little girls did. Okay, Ruth Lee, it was so nice that you joined us. God bless you. I hope you stay with my channel. We have a lot of people. They pop. I see the numbers like people are checking in, and then just they click on and then click off. So what do you? I like your picture, Charles. That's one of my favorite guys. Oh, here comes Charles' story. Did they move out because of the little girl? Good night, Irene. Good night. Yeah, I don't know that song, Tommy, but that would be a good thing. So you have strange things at the house next door, huh? Email me what's going on, Irene. Email me and tell me the story so I can tell other people. My sound's cutting out now. Oh, okay. I promise not to sing. I think he's asking you, Tommy, if you're on Facebook. Hey, did y'all see my Roses Cantina video? I don't know if any of y'all have ever heard of Marty Robbins, but he was a very famous country western singer here, and he made that Roses Cantina in El Paso, Texas, famous. Yeah, somebody just signed out that was watching. I don't know who it was. Anybody else got anything they want to say? Yeah, check out that video about with uh, Rose's Cantina. You'll see my best friend Doug. He lives down the street from me. He's a really good friend. He'd give anybody the shirt off his back. I don't know if everything's lagging or I don't know. Okay, Deanna. Good night to y'all. God bless you. Bye. And it's this is run for right now 45 minutes, guys. So if nobody else has anything, uh, you can't hear me? Wow. I don't know what's going on. Well, guys, maybe my Wi-Fi is going bad. So let me put a chat in here. Uh, I'm like Charles, having trouble typing. Can everybody hear me okay? Charles, can you hear me? Irene, anybody that hasn't left, can you hear me? Wow, I wonder what's going on. Tommy can't hear me, and he's the closest one to me. He's only like a state away, I think. Wow. Well, what do you think, guys? Should we end this, or you're in South Carolina? Wow, I've been there. Whereabouts in South Carolina? Hmm. I'm on my laptop. Everybody else is hearing me. It must be on you, Tommy. You must be having something wrong. Something just popped up. Oh, okay. I see something here. Myrtle Beach. Ah, wow. Isn't that something? I drove truck over the road, Charles, for 20 years. And I used to stop at tourist tourist trap south of the border. I used to stop there. There was a little fuel stop in there and had good parking. And I used to get a room there at that old hotel there. It was like I Love Lucy era hotel. I've been there lots of times, and that's just I think just up the road from Myrtle Beach. I wonder what happened, Tommy. uh, oh, you drove truck too, Charles? Wow. Yeah. All it got me was all it got me was a bad back. I made good money doing it, but then when it's over. Well, guys, I don't know about you, but yeah, 75 miles from south of the border. That place is quite the deal. The old guy that started with a hot dog stand. and turned it into the biggest tourist trap on I-95. That place is busy constantly still, and it's old, old and getting run down, but it still attracts the travelers. I'll watch for your email, Charles. And I have a lot of people that left comments with some really good stories, and I'm hoping they get back with me, and we can, I can get them and tell them on my channel. They're great stories. You still here, Irene? Well, we got 7 people again. I don't know who's here. It's like we get people that's tuning in, and then they don't. They're closing parts of it down. Wow. It just click on the description, and I have my mailing address. Is My mailing address is Crazy Patrick, P.O. Box 191, Las Cruces. That's 2 words, capital LAS, capital CRUCES, New Mexico 88004. And my email address is Patrick underscore Hagans, HAGANS, at hotmail.com. Oh, Bobby. I didn't say hi to Bobby. There's Bobby. How do you, I don't want to butcher your last name. Smella? Is that correct? I'm sorry, I didn't I didn't see you pop up there. Bobby from Michigan. Glad to have you on the live stream. Sorry I missed you. I didn't see it come up. All right, Irene, email me anytime. You still there, Bobby? Well, I'm sorry I butchered it. I got the Bobby right, though, right? I don't know. Well, you're watching a hockey game? I never did watch hockey much. I don't hardly watch any sports anymore. I haven't even been watching football. my best friend passed away several years ago, and he was a Broncos fan, and so I always kept up with the Broncos because I was born and raised in Colorado. But when he passed away, I just kind of give up on football. And my dad, when he passed, because we used to watch football together all the time. I know people in England, y'all throw darts. Darts is a big thing. So I said smell, so it must be smell. Was that closer? I always butcher my Spanish. I know that. So you're originally from Canada, Charles? I must have missed that someplace. I think he's talking to you, Tommy. I'm not sure because I haven't seen a Tim all night. I'm gonna let this go another. I'm gonna let it go another like 3 minutes, and smell a French. That's got to be French, huh? Maybe. Unless there's Charles, there might be. I don't know. Polish. You were close the first time. Okay. All right. Well, guys, I'm going to let this. We've been on almost an hour. So it was great having y'all come on the live chat. We'll do this again. Uh, Charles, you was asking me if I was on Facebook? No, I don't do Facebook. Just YouTube. But if you hit that bell notification, you'll see every time I post a video. And then I started. I don't know if anybody on here likes to paint. I started my new painting with Patrick channel, and I've got about 5 subscribers on there. So if y'all could go over there, and even if you're not interested, just subscribe to it to help me get that going, and leave some thumbs up and stuff, and help that channel get going. Yeah, that hour went really fast. Yeah, next time I'll have to get the words to "Good Night, Irene." That'd be a good one. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in to my live feed, my live stream, and uh, stay healthy, everyone. Stay positive, and God bless. I'll go ahead and end it now. Good night, everyone, or good morning, wherever you're at. Good night, or good morning, or good afternoon, just in some cases, maybe. Thanks, everybody.